Hi, my name is Kulkaraj Paraj Sekram, and this is my case video for chapter 4 to 6. So, the first chapter I chose is chapter 4 Island View Technology Solution and Coder and Associates. So the first question is, what information does the Island View Tech Solution salesperson need to know to fully understand the technology needs for Coder and Associates? So as a salesperson, it is important to ask questions and have good verbal communication with this perspective and the opposite side, as we discussed in class. So what I have here is open-ended, close-ended, and dynamous questions that can be asked by Island View Tech Solution salesperson. So, firstly, current technology infrastructure, understanding Coder and Associates' current setup, including device kind, laptop, desktop, software application, network architecture, and any unique issues or pain spots. And then future growth plans, inquiring about Coders and Associates' expansion goals, project projected growth, personal growth, and any forthcoming changes in the business process that may affect their technology requirement. And then budget, clarifying the budget for the technology upgrade project, including any particular cost, restriction, or flexibility. And then security requirements, identifying the level of security needs for data protection, compliances, regulations, if any, and any specific security measure or protocol required for Coder and Associates. And then software requirements, understanding the software program utilized by Coder and Associates for legal research, document management, and communication, among other principles. And then tech support needs, um, evaluating the degree of technical support that Coder and Associate needs, taking into account their preference for remote support, on-site help, and issue re- resolving response time. And then integration with assisting system, identifying the data migration requirements, compat- compatibility requirements with current system, and any integration issue that may surface throughout the deployment phase. And then user preference and training, collecting data on user preference such as operating system, Windows, Mac OS, hardware uh, specification, and training needs for transitional to new technology. Environmental, and then after that, environmental consideration, considering any environmental factors such as space, power consumption, and noise level that may impact the selection of hardware and equipment. Moving on to the second question. The second question is, following the methodology for needs discovering questions, develop a series of salesperson question and anticipate buyer response that might apply to the selling situation. So using the method, I have created a scenario uh, of questions and answers. So questions from the salesperson and answers from the buyers. So the first question is assessment question. So a salesperson could ask, could you tell us about your current technology setup, including the number and types of devices that are currently being used by your attorney and staff? And then the buyer's response could be, currently we have laptops for attorneys and desktop for staff members. We have also have service services for archive and email purposes. And then secondly, discovery questions. So the salesperson could ask, what are the main challenges or threats you're experiencing with your current technology infrastructure? Have you developed any solutions for it? And then the buyer's response could be, our current system is are outdated, slow, and prone to frequent crashes. We need more reliable and efficient solution that we will be working on. And then moving on from that, activation question. How do you see the technology update fitting with your firm's future development? And then the buyer's response could be, we anticipate hiring more attorneys and expanding our operation. So scale scalability and flexibility are crucial for us. And then moving on from that projection question, salesperson could ask, can you offer more information about your budget associated for this technology improvement project? And the buyer's response could be, we have a budget set aside for this, but we are also willing to explore cost efficient options that fulfill our demands. And then transition question. Salesperson could ask, what are the key requirements in terms of data security and compliances? And the buyer's response could be, data security is crucial for us, particularly given the delicate nature of our legal work. We need more stronger security measure in place. So these questions are intended to identify quarter and associates individual requirements, preference, and expectations, allowing Island View Technology Solutions to personalize their solution accordingly. So moving on to the next chapter, I chose chapter 5, developing a strategic prospecting plan. So the first question is, what method could Colleen use to generate sales lead beyond those provided by her company? So firstly, I have networking events, attend industry specific events, trade fairs, and conferences to meet new customers and build partnership. And then secondly, I have referrals. Ask existing clients for referrals to additional firm in their network that may want transportation brokerage service. And then after that, I have content marketing. Create educational information about transportation, logistics, like a blog entry, white paper, or like a website to attract perspectives via online marketing inbound. And then I have social media. Use networks like LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook, Instagram to share industry information, connect with others' perspectives, and establish a professional profile. Prospects, sorry. And then I have after that I have strategic partnership. Collaborate with related firms like manufacturers, distributors, and logistic organizations to share leads or provide bundle services. So moving on from that question, the second question is, how could Colleen qualify the lead provided by her company and those she generates herself? What is the profile of ideal prospect? So, firstly, I have company size and industry. Determine whether the leads firm is comparable to the connector firm's target market in terms of size and industry. And then I have shipping needs. Assess the amount, regularity, and complexity of leads shipment to identify prospects prospectives business uh, projects. And then I have decision making authority. Determine who the organization mainly decision maker are and who has the power to select transportation brokers. And then I have budget. Determine if the lead has financial capacity to afford the connector company service. And then I have uh, compatibility. Determine whether the leads organization and the connectors company has similar values, communication style, and service standards. So moving on from that question to the third question, how could Colleen uh, prioritize her qualified prospects? So firstly, fitting with ideal customer profile, give top priority to leads that almost fit the description of an ideal prospect, such as those with a higher number of shipments, a relevant sector, and fit with the connector company service offering. And then secondly, potential revenue. Based on the shipping requirement and company size, evaluate each uh, prospective revenue and long-term worth. And then I have timing. Take into account that leads eagerness to talk business and urgency of their shipment needs. And then I have relationship strategy. Prioritize leads that Colleen has a good relationship with, or that she has been referred by a reliable person. And then moving on to the fourth question, what information could Colleen collect to prepare for sales dialogue with prospects? Information. So first I have current shipping practices. Recognize the lead present transportation logistics agreement, including any issues or complaints about the current supplier. And then I have specific shipping needs. Obtain information on kinds of good being sent and destination and frequency of the shipment and any unique needs or limitation. And then I have decision making process. Identify the decision making process stakeholders, their responsibility, and the standards by which a transportation broker should be chosen. And then I have budget and pricing expectation. Talk about the lead's expectations for price, method of payment, and possible cost reduction, as well as budget restrictions. And then lastly, competitive landscape. Ask the lead about any rivals or other options they may be exploring. And then finally, the last question for this chapter. Colleen used LinkedIn during university and wants to employ it into her strategical prospecting process. How can she best use LinkedIn? So what I have here is profile optimization. Make sure Colleen's LinkedIn page highlights her experience in transportation brokerage and is full and professional. And then secondly, I have target search. Use LinkedIn's advanced search criteria to find prospects based on their industry, job titles, firm size, and geographic region. And then I have personalized outreach. Create personalized connection request and communication that reflect Colleen's awareness of prospects, industry concerns, and provide answers. And then I have content sharing. Share industry news, insights, and successful stories on Colleen's LinkedIn page to present on self as the competiment and trustworthy resources. And then engage with prospects. Interact with prospects, LinkedIn's post, join relevant industry groups, and take part in discussion to establish tie and credibility. And then lastly, I have follow up to build relationship and drive perspective through their sales fuel. Follow up with contacts or on regular basis using LinkedIn message or email. So this has been my case video, and thank you for listening.